Greetings and salutations, and as you notice, I don't have any music playing. Last moment, really fast make of a video. This time I'm going to talk a little bit about this book called Treasure Vault from Paizo Publishing, or Paizo Publishing. This is for the original Pathfinder 2nd Edition. However, it's still perfectly fine and usable for Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remaster. It's important to note that there is a chapter in the GM Core called Treasure Vault. However, it does not contain all the stuff that's in here. The GM Core stuff contains what was originally in the original core rulebook, updated for a remaster, as well as a few more things touched in there. This book MSRPs for $55. It is approximately 223 pages long, and this could easily be, I do actually like the color green a lot. However, it's also, you don't want to put green on green on green because that's a really hard color for some people to see. You happen to have this really nice opening page with some vignettes down here at the bottom. Nice table of contents up the top here. Everything is well made out, page numbers and everything for each chapter. You got introduction into the vault, page 4. Armor and armaments, page 6. This is mostly armor and armaments is mostly just weapons, armor, and various runes that are added to armor or weapons. New stuff that was later added on, as well as shields and all that other fun stuff. Then you have Alchemy Unleashed, which contains a whole bunch of new stuff. There is updates for the alchemy system for the remaster that's coming. But for now, this is actually the best version of it. Momentary Magic, Callous, Fearless, and so forth. Trappings of Power, Secrets of Crafting, which is an update to the crafting system, this is currently the best version of it. And Game Master's Trove, as well as the treasure tables and the glossary index. Up here in this fancy little corner here, there is a key that denotes what books this is tied into. In the original Pathfinder 2nd Edition, APG, Advanced Player's Guide, CR, Core Rulebook, SOM, Secrets of Magic, GNG, Guns and Gears, LOGM, Lost Omens, Gods and Magic, LOGB, Lost Omens, Grand Bazaar. Grand Bazaar is a pretty cool book. I actually did all of these books I've already did on this channel over the past few years, and I've been doing catch-up as of lately. Right here is a nice little introduction to the two main characters of the Treasure Vault, the dragon and the kobold, which is, weirdly enough, they put the kobold over here. Here's the dragon description. They put the kobold here, and they put the kobold description right here, and you got the dragon. Okay. Kind of weird, but okay. Typical at the beginning of every one of these chapters is a nice full piece of artwork that sets a nice scene. Fumbus, the awesome alchemist, is the big star of this book because he constantly appears throughout the entire book. As I do like it, they did put in, this is one of the first books in the original Pathfinder 2nd Edition line that they actually started using the enhanced navigation bar on the side, which actually expands out for more detail for each chapter, but still does not have any page numbers. Page numbers are an awesome thing to have, but they also have here a chapter map section right here with the actual page numbers for armor property runes, specific magic armor, shields, specific magic shields, weapons, weapon rooms, and specific magic weapons. You can see right here. And then there's a little note on personal style. You got these nice, big, beautiful tables with the standard brown, tan, and light peach tone on the pages here. I really do like the border here with a whole bunch of treasure all around it. There is typically descriptions of everything here. The vast majority of the items will typically have a page or a section, much like this, that contains images of the items. However, it will not contain images of all the items. It will just contain most of the items of note. You got armor property runes right here. There's no pictures in relationship to the armor property runes. There's specific armor right here, magic armor. There should be a page here of the specific magic armor. 2 pages, in fact. So as I said before, there's typically going to be some pages in this book that have some artwork. I personally feel when it comes to weapons, armor, shields, magic items, there should pretty much always be some artwork for that item, because that helps out a lot. And of course, the player and the game master can always decide we can change the appearance of this item, like bladed brining right here. Looks like a bunch of blades. This one right here. If a player wants to have it red and orange, they can have it red and orange. General advice for game masters is to just let players have a choice of colors sometimes if they custom make the armor, or you make a special variant of that armor, like a black version of the blackish red version of the rusting carapace, as opposed to just the reddish brown tone. Or if Autumn's Embrace, instead of just having the orange, brown, and light yellow, you can have more red or purple leaves, because some leaves turn purple when they go to once they start pulling the sap out of the leaves. But here you go. There is just numerous examples of pieces of art. There's a little blurb at the beginning, usually one of the 2 characters that are in the book, the kobold or the dragon. And as I said before, you got typically always going to be, for an item, a picture for that item. There's numerous options. Oh my goodness, we're going to get to a beautiful page of tons and tons of weapons. This is absolutely delightful, and any player will absolutely love seeing this broad range of items. Even this winged saddle, the battle saddle. Oh my god. The word play on that. The alliteration. Battle saddle. It's not 100% exact on, but it's just right enough that it just flows. You have weapon runes section right here. Specific magic items. Yet again, you have artwork for all the notable magic weapons and stuff like that. You got a little blurb here on spark guns and star guns, which is pretty neat in itself. Alchemy Unleashed, which has new alchemy items and some rules added in here. A nice little hiring section right there. Alchemical bombs for your artifice. I keep saying artificer. Alchemist. Alchemical foods. Ooh, alchemical foods. You can actually cook up items now for alchemist. So you got special gum and waffles. Smoothie toddy. Wandering punch. Witch's finger. And so forth. Alchemical tools. Like animal repellent. You can make your own special shark repellent. That's neat. And so forth. And it just keeps going and going. This book is just an amazing repository of awesome treasure to hand out to your players. And so much of it is also limited use to, like various alchemical items or something like that. You use it once, a special tonic, elixir, sort of potions, explosives, all kinds of fun stuff that your players... Ooh, poisons! You got a whole new section on poisons in here as well. This is just an endless pile, or seemingly endless pile, of absolutely delightful treasures. that your players will simply love, catalysts for your alchemy, and more. Ferocious, and so forth. Magical ammunition for your arrows, and your bolts, and missives, oils, potions, whole new section on potions. You have talismans, new talismans in here. You have, oh my goodness, it just keeps going. I'm not even halfway through the book. Wondrous consumables. Trappings of power, which is includes apex items, a whole bunch of level 20 items, 17, 19, 18, 20 plus level items. Assistive items, which basically is like wheelchairs, canes, prosthetics, breathing devices, face masks, and so forth. So if your character is injured in battle or is missing a hand or something due to some reason in their life, you've got replacement items right here. You have a section on grimoires, which is very special books. Held items. And much, much more. And I just keep going and going. Magical tattoos. You got a section on magical tattoos. You got a really nice selection here. Spell hearts. You want to know more about spell hearts? This book has spell hearts. Staves. A librarian staff. Ooh. Whole new musical instruments. Wands. Wand of Mercy. Wand of Nocium Acid. Wand of Reaching. Wand of Precious Poison. Wand of Paralytic Shock. Wand of Refracting Rays. Wand of Rolling Flames. Wand of Shattering Images. Wand of Shouting Step. Wand of Teeming Ghosts. And it just keeps going. Worn items. And yet again, as I said, it has the enhanced, where you have the two different tones here for the main section and then the subsection for worn items. And as yet again, you got more artwork for the items themselves. As I said, it's not every single item has a piece of artwork for it, but a good number of them do. There actually are cards for this book that contains artwork for all the items. Chapter of crafting with new variant rules and feats for crafting. Nature of crafting. Basically acquiring items from nature to craft with. And then we go into the story-based crafting and treasure tables back here. So it basically gives you examples of how you can set up scenarios where your characters can craft in the adventure and based around the story. And then you have the Game Master's Trove right here. As I said before, every one of these chapters has one of these little sections right here with the actual page numbers at the very beginning, denoting what each section or subsection in the chapter is tied to. You got artifacts and all kinds of cool stuff. So there you go. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, blighted boons and so forth, but this is easily a 4-star plus item right here for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition and you're a game master, the first book you want is the core rule book, and then you want a bestiary. You want core rule book, bestiary, and then Game Master's Guide, and then the various bestiaries, and then Secrets of Magic and Treasure Trove are really high on your list, as well as Guns and Gears. Those are all really good books. And then after Dark Archive and a few others, you go into the Lost Omens books, which contain a lot of really cool stuff in them, but not nearly as cool stuff as this book or even the Guns and Gears and Secrets of Magic. When it comes to Secrets of Magic or Treasure Trove, it's either or. If you want more spells and more magical things in your adventures, go for that. If you want more items, go for this. For players, this book does not add a whole lot of value to a player because it just contains a whole bunch of magic items, and this is something that the Game Master hands out. So it's basically like a 3+ star situation for players. Game Master, it says 4+ stars. It could easily be a 4.5 star for both Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Remastered Pathfinder 2nd Edition. However, I do not know if they're going to revisit this book for the remaster. There's extremely little reason for them to do so, as the vast majority of the mechanics in this book don't really conflict with the Pathfinder 2nd Edition remaster version. There's only occasion where there's stuff that's tied to alignment or stuff that is tied to classic casting schools. Say like the Marvelous Pigment has conjuration here, or some other magical items here might have evocation tied to them or transmutation, but that's pretty easy to modify out. So there you go. And various staffs have evocation, divination, and so forth. Enchantment, composer staff. So there you go. Most of the stuff that is no longer relevant to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remaster in this book is easy stuff that you can modify out. So, unless Paizo really wants to go back and redo their work and do like a 10% conversion adjustment of the book, just changing a word from one thing to another every so many items or a string of items, particularly in the staves, wands, and such area, and then we go from there. But anyways, this is a very nice book. So if you enjoy these videos, please leave a like and subscribe and share these videos around. Leave them in a playlist on your account if you want to collect these videos up together. I also have playlists that contain all my Pathfinder 2nd Edition videos in them, as well as playlists for my Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition videos and Pathfinder 1st Edition, Call of Cthulhu, Traveler 2nd Edition, Mongoose Traveler 2nd Edition, and so forth. So have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful weekend, magnificent month, and see you next time. Ciao.